from Yankee Stadium. Jordan Montgomery will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, big lefty Jordan Montgomery. There's lots to like about this guy. The pride and joy of the University of South Carolina. Good, sneaky fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup. His curveball has gotten better as he's gone on. This guy has a chance to be a really good pitcher for a long time. Good, clean, simple mechanics for a big guy. Repeats his delivery quite well. Has a chance to be a really good starting pitcher.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Danny Valencia comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The temperature here at game time still definitely on the cool side. 51 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Walker ranging to his right. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Here's Manny Machado now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. This is pulled into right. Restman is there, 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He leads the team in on-base percentage, and we all know that's become a highly valued stat in today's game. He makes things happen for his offense, and a lot of times when he's going good, the lineup is too.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. Ready now for Baltimore, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Romine waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Tim Beckham, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. Beckham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Beckham is on his way home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Runner in scoring position with Sugan. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right at the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And there's ball 2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Count remains full. Another one sent foul. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Neil Walker. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line toward the gap in left center. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. A bare hand for 1. On to first, a double play. Here's Miguel Andujar now, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Rasmus will put this one away to retire the side. Yanks held in check. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Danny Valencia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Valencia is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. And quickly there are 2 away.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Orioles strike for. Now at the plate, Jace Peterson as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Ball
3. 3-1. Austin Romine, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Grounded to the right. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 8, catcher, Austin Romine.
So striding forward now, Austin Romine. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope. And there's out number 2.
Batting 9.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Popped him up. Coming in is Rasmus. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Scope. He popped out in his first trip.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. 1 out now in the Orioles' 4th, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And No chance there. He'll make it to third safely. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Craig Gentry. And their runners at the corners now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Has a look, now the pitch. Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
A good pass of that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. A dive, he's got it. A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Standing in now, Danny Valencia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Valencia carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Count is 1-2 now. Line toward right center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
A ball and a strike now. Missed with a breaking ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 9-0.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's hitless in 6 tries. The 1-1 home. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Machado rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he's safe as they extend their lead even further. Riding in once again, Tim Beckham, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. In there, strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeups. 2 in a row, back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Tim Beckham goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And to score, the runner from second.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's 2 for 4. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Now the relay home, and it's not in time. He's safe, as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Digging in once again, Caleb Joseph. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Torreyes is there to make the catch, and here's Brett Gardner now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Lifted the other way to left center. Machado is calling for it. 1 out. Here's big Aaron Judge. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Way in front of a great slider that time. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Full count now, 3-2. Neil Walker would be next. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Line to the right side. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ready once again, Craig Gentry. He singled his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 4. Pitch inside. The throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Gentry leads off second with nobody out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Manny Machado now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Right over the middle, knee high. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third, and he's safe.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
So 1-1 home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A cold strike on the inside corner. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Full count still. Once again, a 3-2. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Adam Jones. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Valencia, the runner at third. Mancini on second. Beckham at first. 2 out in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Row.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
And a fastball just a bit up. 3 runs already home here. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3. Here's Neil Walker. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And there's the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Ready for another chance, Tyler Austin. First offering on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Scope ranging into the outfield, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Lofted in the air out toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The throw into second. Throw won't get him. And they're hoping 1 hit turns into maybe 2 or 3, I'm sure.
Left fielder, James Peterson.
In now, Jace Peterson as he lifts it in the air to right field. Rasmus has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the. Ready for another chance, Caleb Joseph. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center, and Gardner there to put it away for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Craig Gentry. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-1. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Valencia singled home a run in his last time up. Out in front of it, strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. Oh no, he can't hold on to it. Striding in once again, Manny Machado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the end. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Romine. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Next for New York, Ronald Torreyes. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder number 11, Brett Gardner.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brett Gardner. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And Domingo Germán enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. In there, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side. Austin is up with it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Scope. He went deep earlier and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Nope. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Tim Beckham started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. In there at the knees. 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off the tough count and get himself a base hit.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Beckham, base runner at first with 1 out. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Popped him up. And it'll wind up hanging just long enough for him to run it down. And with that, the side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Now the 1-0. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. up high. 2-1 now.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Neil Walker. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Bullet back up the middle. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Digging in once again, Tyler Austin. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it, and that ends the inning. Ready now for Baltimore, Caleb Joseph. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And he gets ahead 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Craig Gentry. And that's dead center for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one just missed outside. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Danny Valencia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Miguel Andujar now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready once again, Jace Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air to shallow center. Scope onto the grass. 2 down. Striding into the box, Austin Romine. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it. Gentry makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. In now for the O's, Manny Machado. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Machado on his way to second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Machado stands at second with no outs. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Here's Jonathan Scope now, and this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
1-1 to count. The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Third baseman,
Stepping up now, Tim Beckham. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
1-2.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. In there, and it's 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through. A base hit. In to score the runner from third. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Count is 1-2.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Brett Gardner now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day. So you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Lifted down the line in left. Gentry is in pursuit, and a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Here's big Aaron Judge. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Throw to second, but he's in there, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Judge, the runner at second with one away. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Neil Walker. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. The 0-1 delivery. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series, as this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter,